Hey guys, it's Quad from the IWR show. Doing the Quad Weekly Rage. 4 topics that have been bothering me this week. Let's start off with a bang with the Royal Rumble. Where will it be? I've read on multiple sources and one wrestling site and Wikipedia. You can count one of those out because Wikipedia, I could change it. So, that Royal Rumble is going to be in St. Louis, Missouri, which is going to be awesome because that's my hometown. I'm really pumped. I'm hoping we get it. I either want Royal Rumble or Mania because those are the two pay-per-views I really want to see live. So, WB, let's make this happen. So, my first topic is Rumble, hopefully coming to St. Louis. Second one is a couple Saturdays ago, Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor. It was an okay show. Really really hard to judge. There's no title belts on the line. The world champion wasn't even there. He was in Japan. I don't know. But the ladder war was okay. Not as I can't really say not as great as the other ones. Not the other ones with Steen and El Generico versus the Briscoes, or Steen and Generico versus American Wolves. Those are the first two. It happens every 2 years, so if you haven't seen it, it's worth $15 and you're watching history. So what's everybody likes history. Also commenting on Steen, he made an appearance at Death Before Dishonor, and it was pretty crazy. Came out in El Generico's mask during El Generico's match. Yeah. Then he cut this awesome promo. It's on YouTube if you haven't seen it, watch it. He's standing on a table and just yelling at all of Ring of Honor and challenging them all to a big match. It was great. Great stuff. It's why I like Kevin Steen. It tells you what he thinks and really only give a shit what you like and don't like. My number 3 is my boys, St. Louis Cardinals, winning the wild card last night, and all you fucking bandwagoners who fucking doubted them. If you don't really watch baseball, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. I'm a diehard Cardinals fan. I will watch the Cardinals if they're losing 18-0 or if they're winning 18-0. It doesn't bother me. I will go to any game I can. I will, if I'm off work and available, I will sit down and watch a whole Cardinals game, no matter what. It is just what I grew up with, is baseball. Other people grew up, watching football, watching basketball, watching NASCAR, gonna make me some left turns. I grew up watching hockey and baseball. And after hockey went on strike, baseball just took over everything. And then when they came back from a 10.5 game out at the last week of August to win the wild card in game 162, it was pretty much just shows you what the Cardinals are made of. It just shows you that if people doubt them, they will push themselves harder up to the top. And after Morgan from the Brewers, you gonna keep this PG, or at least this part. And after Morgan said, hopefully the Cardinals like watching playoffs from the couch, after he said that, I literally think it lit a fire underneath all the Cardinals' asses and just said, fuck you, Morgan, we're coming for the playoffs and we're going to eliminate you. And if we eliminate Morgan and the Brewers, I will literally probably just go apeshit and just fly up to Milwaukee for no apparent reason and just walk around in Cardinals jersey and Cardinals hat and just see how many looks like it. That's just the personality I am. That's just what I do. My number 4, hats off for this, is people who like to talk shit in text message, behind my back, or on my YouTube account or any video I have been on. It's funny, but it also pisses me off. I love how you guys sit there and go, oh, Quad's fat, or Quad doesn't know what he's talking about, or Quad's ugly, or Quad has some fucked up shirts, or shit like that. I really don't care about that shit. But whenever you start talking about, because there's 4 things that piss me off when people talk about: my family, my friends, me, and my religion. Those are the 4 things. Quad, 4 things that piss me off the most. If you really want to piss me off and see I don't play games with this shit, those are the 4 things you talk about. And then people sit there and go, oh, he doesn't know wrestling. I don't know wrestling. This is my second full wrestling year of watching professional wrestling. I used to watch it off and on when SmackDown used to be on UPN back in the day on Thursday nights when I used to spend it at my grandma's, and because that's what I used to watch. Because I didn't have cable like everybody else. I didn't grow up with the technology everybody has, where if I don't see Raw live, I can pull it up on my phone and watch it. Or I can pull up the results on my phone, or the effing spoilers that everyone has. I can pull up on my phone. No, I grew up watching UPN on Thursday night, and then early Sunday morning when I could watch SmackDown. I had no idea what Raw was until I got cable. But I don't know wrestling. Like I said, I'm pulling a Ryan off IWR. It's 90% opinion. There's 2% fact. I can sit behind the table on let's say a review show or a preview show and pull shit out of my ass and still look intelligent. Wanna know why? Because when I started watching Raw and SmackDown and Thursday night whatever and Ring of Honor, which half of you wrestling fans don't even know what the fuck Ring of Honor stands for, I started being like, oh, who's this Kurt Angle? Who's this Shawn Michaels? Who's this Davey Richards? Who's this Kevin Steen? Started asking questions to J-Man, to Ryan. This was before we really knew Ryan. I used to ask J-Man. We used to sit and watch wrestling, like their DVDs of wrestlers and pay-per-views. And I used to realize how great The Undertaker really is, how great Shawn Michaels really is, how great great of a wrestler Kurt Angle is, how great of a promo guy Rock is, how awesome CM Punk is. That is how I learned wrestling. I went backwards. I didn't go forward. I went backwards and started about 10 years before starting to watch, and then watch all that shit to current day. I still go back and watch that shit. I'm still learning. That is what wrestling is like no other sport. You can't say wrestling's not a sport. If you really want to piss me off, let me go on that rage. Wrestling is a sport. I guarantee you about 98% of you people who are watching this video have never wrestled. Wrestling is actually quite difficult. If you go from high school where you cut weight, don't eat for 2 weeks, and you run around like a chicken with its head cut off just to cut weight, where you go to college, where you go to freestyle, backyard wrestling, any of that, wrestling is a sport. But wrestling, I know everybody knows what happens, spoilers, it's pre-written bullshit. Okay, it's pre-written. Okay, they can pre-write it, but people still have to go to that ring and wrestle. Let's see, I guarantee you, the Eddie Guerrero death wasn't written. Chris Benoit killing his family. Oh, I can't say, let me redo that. No. Killing his family, because I can't say Chris Benoit. Owen Hart dying, dropping from the Raptors. Let's see, people breaking their necks, breaking their arms, breaking their legs, breaking their backs, breaking their foot, ankle, shoulder, breaking fingers, breaking noses. Johnny Nitro, or that ladder match when he got his face destroyed. It is professional wrestling, but I don't know. I'll admit that. But you fuckers who want to sit there and, oh, IWR doesn't deserve all attention. You guys are all fucking jealous. You're jealous. You're not part of the group. I know the group's really not that big, and we don't have a casting list of people. If somebody's absent, oh, let's call this guy and he'll fly in. No. It's just a group of friends who all have the same common love of wrestling. And I make love very important. If we didn't love wrestling, we wouldn't spend night after night watching wrestling, talking about wrestling. I guarantee you, me and J-Man, we've talked about wrestling more than we've talked about a lot of other stuff. We've talked about sports and wrestling. And every once in a while, music and random people. No offense to anybody. But IWR is, I can't really, it's like a brotherhood. We started off as 4 friends. I met J-Man first. Actually, I met myself first. And then I met J-Man, I met Robert, then we met Ryan. And then we joined to the group that's called IWR. And we're pretty much, I don't want to take this off WWE's terms, but we're kind of like Evolution. And I'm the Dave of the group. I'm the guy, if you mess with one of my brothers on the IWR show, I will come at you. Or if you make a fucking stupid ass comment on one of my videos and I see it, I will click on your name and send you a nice little message. Or if you want to be that dumb, I'll do a little response video to your shit. Now since I'm making videos. And you're sitting there, you're like, be scared. I would. This is Quad from the IWR show. Sign off.